Lesson 2. Folk Music. Here is an excerpt from an article on Bengali folk music written by the late Mridul Kanti Chakravarti, published in Banglapedia, published by the Asiatic Society of Bangladesh. The excerpt has been slightly edited for this textbook. Read the excerpt and answer the questions that follow. Folk music consists of songs and music of a community that are not influenced by any sophisticated musical rules or any standard musical styles. Bangladesh has a heritage of rich folk music, which includes both religious and secular songs. Folk music may be described as the music of the ancient times that sprang from the heart of a community, based on their natural style of expression, uninfluenced by the rules of classical music or modern popular songs. Any arrangement of sound created by the combination of tune, voice, and instrument/dance may be described as music. Folk music is the combination of song, tune, and dance that originate from the traditional culture of ordinary people, the folk. For example, Baul songs are a combination of tune, music, and dance that are associated with the Baul tradition in Bengal. Folk music has the following characteristics. 1. It is composed by rural folk on the basis of ancient rules transmitted orally. 2. These ancient rules of music have not been influenced by classical or modern music. 3. Folk songs may be sung in groups or individually. 4. No regular practice is required for folk music. 5. It is composed and performed by illiterate or semi-literate people. 6. It is a spontaneous expression of feelings and thoughts in easy language, local dialect, and simple tune. 7. Both words and tune are appealing. 8. Despite its universal appeal, it uses local dialect. 9. It depends upon nature and the rural environment. 10. It is an explicit manifestation of the joys and sorrows of daily life. 11. It uses simple and natural rhythms. 12. It contains a strong emotive expression of human love and separation. In Bangladesh, folk music has great variety, with songs composed on culture, festivals, views of life, natural beauty, rivers, and rural and riverine life. These songs are also about social inequality and poverty, about the material world and the supernatural. Mystical songs have been composed using the metaphors of rivers and boats. Since the country is basically riverine, the Badiali forms an important genre of folk music. Nature plays a role in providing the content and rhythm of folk music. The folk music of Bangladesh varies from region to region, reflecting changes in the natural environment and the dialects people use. Thus, there are the northern Bawaya, the eastern Badiali, and the southwestern Baul songs. The culture and the lifestyle of the different ethnic minorities, such as the Chakmas, Manipuris, Santals, or Tripuris, have also influenced folk music. Their interaction with Bengali culture and lifestyle over the years has been clearly reflected in the richness of our folk music. Folk songs may be sung individually or in chorus. Folk songs sung individually include Baul, Badiali, Murshidi, and Marfadi, while songs sung in chorus include Kabigan, Lito, Alkap, and Gambira. Some songs are regional in character, but others are common to both Bangladesh and West Bengal. Similarly, some songs belong distinctively to one religious community, the Hindus or the Muslims. Others cross religious boundaries. Some songs belong exclusively to men, others to women, while some are sung by both men and women. Thus, only women compose and sing Bradigan and Miley Git, but both men and women participate in the old practice of roof-beating songs that are sung while beating down and firming rooftops. Read the text below and answer the questions that follow. Lalan Shah, 1774 to 1890, is best known as an icon of the Baul tradition in Bengal. Although he was also a philosopher, thinker, and social reformer, he preached religious tolerance and rejected social differences based on class, caste, and creed. He also believed that a search for truth should begin with the body, which reflects the mystery of creation. Lalan Shah. Although Lalan songs are admired for the profound philosophical and mystical insights they offer, he did not receive any formal education. Not much is known about his early life. A popular story about him, which many believe to be true, is that while on a pilgrimage to a holy place, Lalan, who was born a Hindu, contracted smallpox, and was abandoned by his companions. A Muslim fakir, Siraj Sain, picked him up and took him to his own house where he nursed him back to health. When Lalan returned home, his family refused to take him in as he had lived in a Muslim household. So Lalan returned to Siraj Sain and took up a life of devotion and asceticism under his guidance. After the death of Sainji, Lalan set up an akhra or monastery in Churia near Kushtia. It soon attracted admirers and mystics in search of salvation who became initiated into Baul asceticism and became his disciples. As Lalan began writing and composing songs, which his disciples sang with the accompaniment of ektara or tara, his fame spread to faraway places. Rabindranath Tagore and Qazi Nazrul Islam were among those who admired him and were influenced by his Shahajiya philosophy, the attainment of the self through the simple truths that reside in one's own body and soul not outside, which can be reached through sadhana or meditation. Many of his disciples also became famous for their songs. They included Kangal Haranath Majumdar, Pagla Kanai, and Dudu Shah. I read the following song by Robert Burns. This is sung all over the world on December 31st, bidding goodbye to the old and welcoming in the new year. Try to guess the meaning of the text. Auld Lang Syne, Robert Burns. Based on folk song from Scotland. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and Auld Lang Syne? Chorus. For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet, for Auld Lang Syne. And surely you'll buy your pint cup, and surely I'll buy mine, and we'll take a cup, oh, kindness yet, for Auld Lang Syne. We too have run about the slopes and picked the daisies fine, but we've wandered many a weary foot since Auld Lang Syne. We too have paddled in the stream, from morning sun till dine, but seas between us broad have roared since Auld Lang Syne. And there's a hand, my trusty friend, and give me a hand, oh thine, and we'll take a right goodwill draught for Auld Lang Syne.